I belong. Adam is from West Virginia.
That's how you settle it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's going to help him out.
That helped me out. I'm not even from West Virginia. That helped me to settle in as far as that goes. Keep weighing in at 888-729-3776 and the Dr. Pepper call-in line. Let us know what we need to know about a Let Us Know weekend in the NFL with Harry Douglas. I'm Freddie Coleman. It's a Thirsty Thursday edition of Freddie and Harry. Are the Patriots real contenders in the AFC? And if they are they in our AFC room of trust? We'll answer all those questions. You keep it here on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and ESPN Plus.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Surprise! Your table saw broke. Also, the warranty expired weeks ago, so you need to pay for anyone out of pocket.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Oh, and the replacement part you ordered doesn't fit, so it's completely useless.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
News now on 102.7 The Game.
Reporting for Cromwell Media News, I'm Rob Nichols. 4 Owensboro residents are facing serious drug charges following the execution of a search warrant for the Davis County Sheriff's Office yesterday. Investigators targeted Beach Road residents after reports of suspected drug trafficking. Inside, authorities discovered multiple occupants and seized significant quantities of methamphetamine, marijuana, digital scales, paraphernalia, Suboxone, and various pills. Corby Newton, Charles Buchanan, Dara Thrasher, and Angel Duke were all arrested and lodged in the Davis County Detention Center, each facing a number of serious charges. A serious collision at West 2nd and Walnut in Owensboro left a motorcyclist with life-threatening injuries on Tuesday morning. Officers were spotted to the scene, found the rider unresponsive after reportedly being ejected in the crash. He was first taken to Owensboro Health and then airlifted to Louisville for further treatment. The driver of the car involved suffered minor injuries. Investigators say the motorcycle was speeding and ran a red light before striking the car. Rock fans are set for electrifying night as the 9th annual Rock the Dam Festival touches down at Beaver Dam Amphitheater August 1st of next year. Headliners include Cinderella's Tom Kiefer Band, White Lion, fronted by Mike Tramp, and Steven Adler from Guns N' Roses. All acts are first-time performers at the Dam. Pre-sale tickets open today for newsletter subscribers. General sales start November 15th. Go to beaverdamamp.com for more info. I'm Rob Nichols.
That's the sound of happy at DQ. Get white meat seasoned chicken strips with fries, Texas toast, and DQ's signature country gravy for just $7.49. For crunch time, it can only be the DQ chicken strip basket.
Canty Dairy Queen, with locations on Highway 231 in Owensboro and in Beaver Dam beside Ohio County High School. Canty Dairy Queen supports local high school sports broadcasts on ESPN Owensboro. Bring the whole team or the whole family to Canty Dairy Queen for your favorite treats and eats.
This is what Kentucky basketball sounds like. We are here to win Alabama. The road to number 9 lives here.
This is UK head coach Mark Pope, and you're listening to the home of the Wildcats.
102.7 The Game.
And now, Western Kentucky weather on 102.7 The Game.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Lyons with your 14 first alert forecast for the overnight hours, clearing skies with a low of 42. On Friday, some early clouds and scattered sprinkles, otherwise partly sunny with a high of 71 and windy. On Saturday, partly cloudy and windy with a high of 74. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Lyons with your 14 first alert forecast.
JOY.
From the Floor Concept Studios, ESPN Radio, all sports, all the time. Kentuckiana sports leader, 102.7 WLNE, 102.7 The Game. Answers, Clarence.
Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to
Live at 5.
It's Live at 5, and it's brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtree, FWHlegal.com. And now, your host for Live at 5, Stephen A. Turner.
What's up and welcome to Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtree, dedicated to you, committed to justice. That's FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner here in the Floor Concept Studios, joined by Coach Vic Evans.
What's going on, man?
Oh, just losing my mind. One day at a time, brother. One day at a time. It's always a new adventure when you step into the Floor Concept Studios, and it's adventure today, but this is a good therapy session, good way to take your mind off anything that ails you, right? We just try to bring you entertainment, keep it all positive, have a little fun for an hour here on Live at 5, and hopefully everybody's out there having a good Thursday.
I mean, hey, it's almost a football Friday, week 2 of the playoffs, or regional championship Friday if you're over in Indiana.
Or if you're a Kentucky Wesleyan basketball fan, tip-off Friday.
Tip-off Friday. You got soccer, KWC, for the second year in a row going to the GMAC championship game. I mean, it's been a good day.
Maybe you're Canadian and hockey's your thing. Well, the Thunderbolts got you covered tomorrow night. So, just any gambit of sports, we'll have it for you. Talk a little bit about it here today.
I think we have a few tickets for tomorrow night's game.
Perfect.
If somebody wants to go, they can reach out to us on the hotline.
I got all kinds of stuff today.
I'm looking forward to it. You told me you had a potpourri of stuff.
Potpourri. Well, I'm like, man, I don't know what, I'm not real creative today because I've just been run over by a bus and backed over and re-ran over. So I thought, well, I don't have much. Let's just potpourri it up. And I know a little bit about the NFL, so we can talk about that. And then we'll also have the Van Atten's barbecue sauce LA5.
We are brand new one, baby.
Pitmaster
barbecue sauce.
Can't beat it. And we'll talk about Van Atten's as we get into that. That'll be in the middle part of the show. NFL in the back half. A little potpourri to start. But download the Owensboro Radio app. You can listen anywhere in the world. Follow along out there on social media. Get those picks in on the Facebook Pick'em contest. Vic is hard at work on compiling the numbers.
Getting close to being caught up.
He covered all the windows up out front so you couldn't see in while he's counting the votes. And we're going to see if we can get a winner for that pick, or at least a leader for the Pick'em contest.
I called in Arizona election officials, because they get it done so fast.
Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. It's like we're living in Arizona. Scott Hart's like, man, what is this, Arizona? Like, I'm trying to figure out where I'm picking.
Without a doubt.
And then maybe it's Georgia because maybe somebody in third or fourth place is looking for some more votes. So
I mean, that's
like
what
Atlanta.
Sometimes. So, or out there,
This is all fun and games, by the way. Don't get offended by this.
No,
I'm off the rails.
Yeah. That's what this thing's all about, man.
It's just all good. That's right. You can text us if you don't like it, or if you do like it. Text us through the show, 270-903-0389. And we are streaming out there on social media and YouTube, courtesy of Legendary Pool and Spa. You can subscribe on YouTube, or make sure you subscribe and like on iTunes or Spotify.
Yeah, iTunes, Spotify, iHeart. It just helps us out. So go out there.
No, Coach Flowers, we get him through some road trips. I always think that's the best compliment you could give Live at 5 is because, like, one thing I've learned recently, I haven't really done this forever. I'm a big music guy, so I like to crank the music up on a road trip, and it gets me from point A to point B lots of times. But when I'm on a long road trip, you can stack together 3 or 4 really good podcasts, and they can really make the trip go smooth. And so when Coach Flowers is like, yeah, man, that's how I catch up on my Live at 5, I'm like, well, that's a great compliment.
It is a great compliment.
At least we're not putting you to sleep. We're getting you from point A to point B, so you can do that on iTunes or Spotify.
If I'm on the road, it's ESPN Radio or it's podcasts. I mean, you know how much music I listen to. Zero.
If you can get some of them nut jobs on Rogan, man, that gets you. I mean, I don't know if any of it's real or not. It's like listening to Brigands. Sometimes,
I was gonna say, a lot of times now I just listen to Beyond the Bench.
But man, I don't know if it's true.
Brigands talk about
anything's true. What reality even is sometimes when you listen to those things, but it's fun at least. It's entertaining.
I do like to listen to Scott Jennings. That's a new show that I really like.
I'm sure that won't upset anybody. So.
I mean, he's from Kentucky.
He's actually going to be on. Is he on K News now? He's on
K News now. Yeah, the new lineup's on K News now. You got the Charlie Kirk show that comes on from 2 to 4, and Scott Jennings from 4 to 5.
Green River Area Federal Credit Union text line lights up and says they use it to go to sleep, but it serves a purpose.
That's fine.
It serves a purpose. Yes. At the end of the day, a very positive purpose, and we are the bastion of positivity here on Live at 5. But, man, don't forget 5 big games tomorrow night, 4 playoff football games, 1 Kentucky Wesleyan basketball game across the Cromwell family of stations. Apollo Bowling Green right here on the game. You got Owensboro Greenwood on WVJS, both of those courtesy of More Automotive. Welcome aboard to More Automotive. Owensboro Garage Doors will have the Three Stooges over at Steel Stadium taking on Crittenden County. Already got the rosters printed out, so I should be ready to go for that one. And then over on CJ, Programming Alert, if you're a Hornets fan, you've been listening all year on BIO, it's going to be on CJ this week as Hancock travels down to Mayfield, courtesy of Commonwealth Road Products. And that's because the flagship of Kentucky Wesleyan will be on the air tomorrow night on WBIO as they take on UIndy. 6 o'clock tip-off. Live at 5 will be coming to you live from the Sports Center tomorrow night. We'll maybe have a little update on the women's season tip-off tomorrow night as well, because I think that starts at 3:30.
Yeah, that goes. They play the first game on Friday, and I think the last game on Sunday. And so, yeah, we'll talk a little bit about women's basketball. Rick Thompson, you and I will have live at 5, and then Rick Thompson will join the broadcast on WBIO and Flow Sports.
Yeah, see, that's a problem. I don't want to talk too much about Rick being on the broadcast because I'm never going to get my spot back.
First of all,
a legend coming back.
You do. This
I will be pumped to hear you and Rick do the game because that's old school, man. That's great.
Listen, this would almost be bringing back Jack Buck to come and call a Cardinal game, or Vin Scully to come and call a Dodger game. You know? That's what this is like.
I just had an epiphany, right? I think the biggest thing I've been criticized or critiqued, I wouldn't say criticized, critiqued, is I don't have that classic touchdown call. I mean, I get pretty excited on some touchdowns. Some of them, when you're up 51-7,
it's kind of hard.
You don't get that same energy, right? But somebody who always brought the same energy to an Owensboro Catholic touchdown was Rick Thompson.
Rick Thompson.
Touchdown. Aces.
You don't use that?
No, but what I'm thinking is maybe you could voice track that tomorrow.
Okay, I can save it.
As we move on to Somerset and maybe even into Beechwood in that big touchdown spot, I can do the just like that. And then boom, there's Rick Thompson with the classic touchdown call.
I'll see what I can do.
Up the broadcast.
I'll see what I can do tomorrow.
That was a good idea.
That's not a bad idea at all.
I don't mind giving away some of the glory, and Rick Thompson is the man. So it'd be a great broadcast tomorrow.
I mean, he's legit on the, if you took a Mount Rushmore of radio voices of sports, in Western Kentucky, he's on that Mount Rushmore with Joe Utley and Jerry Burge, and you'd have to find a fourth.
That's one thing you've learned over the last couple of days is that we're going to have to get more sound effects on this thing. I'm really kind of digging the sound effects.
I know.
I don't know what's going on the Catholic Coach Show every week at 6 o'clock on K News or 6:30. As soon as we go on the air, there's this almost like the Masters is coming back from a commercial break. That little piano music,
I don't know where it's coming from.
And it plays over top of us through the whole intro, and then boom, it's gone.
I don't know.
It's magic.
I guess I better check and maybe I'll check the intro. Maybe it's just.
We did get a text on the text line that said Scott Jennings was in town last week, and Scott reached out. Actually, he was wanting to be on. He knows he's a big fan of Live at 5. And I said we keep politics off Live at 5. So I couldn't allow Scott to come on. If we had Scott, we'd have to have somebody on the other side.
I've actually reached out to him. I'm trying to get him on as a guest at Live at 5 just to talk sports.
No, that's fine.
We're not going to talk politics.
Perfect.
We may ask him about his CNN day as far as just being on CNN. But I want to talk to him about some sports.
That's fine. I mean, he's a big sports fan. Yeah, but no, I know he's a huge fan of Live at 5, so I'm sure he'll be on.
I do want to say because this came across the Green River Area Federal Credit text line.
Okay.
And
there's a lot of stuff coming through the line right now.
This one was kind of a criticize of me about how I'm a Notre Dame football fan.
Oh.
But not a basketball fan. Like
right.
I'm a UK fan. They say that's like being UK basketball and Alabama football. No, it's not. And here's why it's not. I want to set the record straight.
Okay. I'll see what your story is.
So when you're growing up in the big Evans Catholic family that you grow up in, from the time I was little, on Saturday, like it's always God, family, and then anything else. That's the big three. All right. On Saturdays, it took a back seat. It was Notre Dame football, God, and family.
Well, you kind of get both, right? Touchdown Jesus is up there. Yeah.
But that was what it was. Now, during basketball season, it was God, family, and UK basketball. I didn't have much of a choice, except on game day. Then it was Cal Macy, God, and family. That's just the way it worked in my household. So that's why I'm a Notre Dame, because my dad was a huge Cal Macy fan. I mean, I grew up a Cal Macy fan. One of the coolest bits of memorabilia I ever had was when my uncle in Arizona, when he got picked and went to the Phoenix Suns, got me a Phoenix Suns signed Cal Macy basketball. That was the first autograph I ever had of Cal Macy.
I think that's that's acceptable. I mean, listen, if you're
it was family born, and that's why I'm a Yankee fan. My dad was a Mickey Mantle fan. I didn't have a choice.
Well, yeah, I mean, Kentucky football, whenever I was growing up, was like a complete afterthought. I mean,
well, it was on tape delay every every game. I could see Notre Dame play every Saturday on TV.
My family was still a Kentucky football fan, but here's the thing: like the reason why I'm a Notre Dame football fan is because I have family that lived in Notre Dame, and they, we always had tickets, and we were always going up there and checking out games. I mean, so I was from a very young age. It was Notre Dame football. It had some sort of a aura to it.
It still does.
And the campus is just beautiful. I mean, so South Bend I know has been in decline, but Notre Dame is still beautiful.
Campus of Notre Dame is right up there in the top 10 campuses in the world.
Yeah, and I mean, I've fallen off as a Kentucky fan. As a younger kid, I was a massive Kentucky basketball fan. I mean, just huge. Ate up with it. I mean, back in the day, people wouldn't understand, like, the Vikings were, like, third on the list. It was Phoenix Suns basketball. It was Charles Barkley, Phoenix Suns, or Sixers, Phoenix Suns basketball. It was UK basketball right there at the top. And then it was Vikings football. Listen, and now it's, the list has changed over time.
Growing up, for me, it was somehow guilting my parents into letting me stay up on a Tuesday or Thursday night to watch the first half of UK
sports.
on Jefferson Pilot, where I could hear Joe Dean say, string music and Lexington KY.
I'll always pale in comparison to the fandom of my grandfather. And whenever I ever watch a game with Riley, which, I mean, he's calmed down a lot now with his faith and all, but when I first got to know him, it was exactly like watching the game with my granddad. Like, he was screaming through the television at most things. And I've never been that way with Kentucky basketball.
And that's why Kaywood was such a hit. They weren't on TV.
Yeah,
I mean,
set by the radio.
Hey, when I was young, the one thing you did when the 10 o'clock news come on and then Channel 14 or whatever news, they would say, okay, we're going to show you the Kentucky score. If you don't want to see it, turn away. And you had to go turn the TV off, or you had to turn away because it was coming on after the news.
Yeah, I remember that. Like, they would talk about it on the news. Don't watch right now if you don't want to see the Kentucky score.
Like that was the biggest fights I ever had with my mom and dad, was to stay up and watch the first half, and also begging him to let me stay up because people don't think about this. Begging him to let me stay up to halftime of Monday Night Football so I could see the highlights around the.
NFL,
Howard Cosell had the highlights there. You didn't really know what happened in any games.
Oh, I can remember in 96, like sitting and watching the ticker on ESPN that scrolled across the bottom. That's how I watched Vikings games.
Right,
like I would literally wait for it to come back around and like, oh man, the Panthers scored.
Yeah, it wasn't like it is now where you can just pick any game you want to watch.
We're old. That's what we're trying to say. We're old.
Yes,
so there's that.
It's a different world in sports now. It's at your fingertips.
I don't know that it's better, if I'm being honest. I don't know that it's better.
We lost some cool things like ESPN Sports Center,
instant reactions. Like,
but ESPN Sports Center was must watch him during baseball season.
NFL prime
Berman, NFL prime time, because that's how you figured. That's how you saw the highlights of the games.
I have no idea how we got here, but it was fun.
It's a great content.
It was fun. It was fun to get in here, and let's move around. I got some potpourri.
Okay.
I'm going to talk a little NFL later, a little Van Atten's barbecue sauce LA5 with a number of different topics in there. But I want to talk a little Thunderbolts because they're off to a great start, man. They're 5-2 right now, defending champions there in the SPHL. 10 points or 2 points out of first place here early on. So off to
we're tied, and then Huntsville, I think, won a game.
Yeah. So you're talking about the best start since we've been covering the Thunderbolts.
Without a doubt. I mean, normally they're 7th or 8th. Now last year they're like
battle
7th
for a playoff spot.
Yeah,
right?
I think last year they finished 7th and won the President's Cup. But yeah, you're talking about a great start, 5-2, and you got a home sweep where you won 4 points against Peoria.
That's big time.
Just last weekend.
Yeah, Peoria is right up there at the top as they always are. But tomorrow night is kids' night. Kids get in free with an adult ticket. If you're interested, we still have tickets left?
Yes. Right. Hit the text line up. I can give away a couple 4-packs.
Family 4-pack, 270-903-0389. Promise you will not be disappointed if you're not going to any playoff games or Wesleyan
I will tell you, we are out of tickets for next weekend.
Oh, next weekend's loaded because next weekend, well, hold on first. Before we get to next weekend, tomorrow night you're going to have all the mascots from around the area for the kids. They're going to be having all kinds of activities. So if you want something for the family and the kids to do, it's a good place to go.
It's a great place to go.
No doubt. And, next weekend. First Responders Night is Friday night.
Right. I've got tickets for that night.
Incredible. I mean,
that's
a good night. And then night 2, Saturday, is Toy Story
Have
night.
you seen The jerseys.
The jerseys are legit.
They're on our Facebook page.
You can check them out. Check out
those jerseys.
Evansville Thunderbolts on social media. You'll see them.
Well, not only that, we posted something about it too.
All
so you can check out 1027 The Game on Facebook, and I think even on X. That may be my second favorite jersey I've ever seen.
It might be the best one. That might be my favorite. I don't
it
know,
would be really hard to
the Dark Side Star Wars,
Evil Empire, and the one with
legit.
Millennium Falcon. Just because I grew up with all the Star Wars, I had the whole full
Star Wars night's usually pretty good.
But this
may be the best non-Star Wars,
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it's close, man.
I don't know about Toy Story 5. I'm not sold on this new Toy Story, even though it does make some sense with the it has like it's like the toys versus the iPads, which is
really
kind of
okay.
interesting.
I hadn't even seen the previews
That's
of it.
kind of I just saw a teaser like yesterday, but I don't know if I'm on board with that.
This jersey's tremendous.
But the jersey's awesome.
I got to buy one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And again, if you're not a hockey person, I mean, you get over there. I promise it's a great game day. It's real big professional game day atmosphere over there. Do a great job, and we got Thunderbolts Live coming up Tuesday to hype it even more.
Yeah, the 18th.
Yeah, so that'll be leading in to a big weekend next weekend for the third place right now. Evansville Thunderbolts off to a tremendous start over there. We'll switch gears. Like I said, it's a potpourri, so we're just going through it right now. We got hockey out of the way. Let's get soccer out of the way because Kentucky Wesleyan men's soccer today punched their ticket to the GMAC championship game. They'll take on Tiffin on Saturday at noon, our time. For the GMAC Conference Championship. Second year in a row they've been in the conference title game.
You know, you had the guys that were here a couple of weeks ago for Wesleyan Wednesday, and they swore up and down they were winning the GMAC Conference, going to the regionals, and actually winning 2 games may get them in the top 8 in the region. They were right there because soccer's done now like basketball. So I think they've probably maybe got a fairly good ticket to the regional, but if you win the conference, you ain't got to worry about it. And they need a conference championship.
Legit. Coach is legit over there. That program was in the ashes, man, and he has really revived it. It's one of the best soccer programs.
It's the United Nations of soccer. The guys I interviewed were from Norway, Sweden, and Scotland.
Yes, the Scotland one was pretty good. No
doubt.
Tor Bratton to Henriksen for the goal. Now,
Yeah, it was Hawken who was here for Live at 5.
Nice.
Yeah, and he was like the GMAC Player of the Week last week.
I think it was like his 78th start.
Yes, he's the number one all time in
Kentucky West.
Super interview and a super nice young man.
Got the assist to catapult Kentucky Wesleyan over Cedarville today, and that was a bright and early start up there in Tiffin, and they'll be taking on Tiffin on Saturday at noon. So good luck to the Panthers, and then we'll move it over and talk a little basketball. How about that? Davis County, I saw yesterday, a couple signings as Jonathan Moss. So we had covered his commitment ceremony, but he signs with Chattanooga, and then you had Watkins signing with McKendree. So 2 pretty high-profile signings. You look at next week, lined up for the Lady Panthers softball. Sophia Kane, Story Hume, Callie Smith, Molly Hancock, Annie Newman all doing their signings next week.
So there you go.
Davis County does a good job with those.
They do.
They promote it well. They organize it well. They got a really nice media center there. So it's a really big deal for the kids who'll be looking to take their talents to the next level. And speaking of Davis County, this weekend, the King of the Bluegrass Jamboree kind of kicks off. It's a preseason. These games don't
exhibitions.
Count, exhibition games, but the Panthers will be in action up there at Fairdale High School, 1:45 our time. They'll play Louisville Eastern there. So should be a good, exhibition test. Owensboro is also involved in this. They play Shelby Valley at 6:45. Apollo and Rockcastle will play at 7. And then in the small gym at 6:50, you've got Paducah Tillman and Butler County. All those games taking place at Fairdale, which is the home of the King of the Bluegrass. This is a little King of the Bluegrass Jamboree.
We're right around the corner from getting our first preseason Owensboro Health basketball boys and girls top 10.
Well, if you are subscribed to Bluegrass Preps, you know my top 10. So where'd I get it wrong? Where'd I get it wrong?
I haven't seen it, so
because you haven't subscribed. So Davis County number 1.
That's who I would have at 1.
Grayson at 2.
That's who I would have at 2.
Apollo at 3.
I would have Meade at 3.
And who'd you have at 4?
I would probably have Apollo.
So we just had them flipped because I got Meade at 4. I got Catholic at 5.
I like Catholic at 5.
Now it's probably won't start at 5 because their football kids are going to be coming in late. Now I will say the schedule. I don't know if it's just not. I didn't meant to ask Tabor when he was here. I don't know if it's just not done or maybe they're scheduling light.
Push it back
early in the year. Yeah. So that top 5 we agree on for the most part.
Yep.
All right. I got Muhlenberg County at 6.
I would have Ohio County.
That's fine with me. Muhlenberg County is an enigma to me.
I would have them at
a lot of people, though. I've talked to a lot of people, though, that believe they're going to be really good.
I know. Me too. I would have them at my 6.
Okay. So
Or
I mean,
7.
So, and I got Ohio at 7. So we're on
Okay.
the same page
Yeah.
here. I got Edmonson County at 8.
I like that.
McLean County at 9, and I know Coach Lynham really likes this group.
Yep,
and,
I would
and
have
really deep there.
I would live with that.
And then like the toughest team to peg in the region is Owensboro, and I got them at 10, and that's fluid to be clear. I mean, that honestly it could go down or up. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what the roster is going to look like. And
I
it's
would,
another team.
I would
that's gonna
probably,
be,
because of questions I have, I'd probably have Breck at 10, but just because of the
that's I have Breck at 11. So we're pretty on the same page.
Pretty close.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and that's without discussing this at all.
Exactly.
So I'm feeling a little more confident about putting that out there. I do have Butler at 12, and Hancock, Trinity, and Cloverport to close out the rankings. But I mean, I think you can. There's always a couple teams that are much better than I anticipated.
Always.
And so-
there still may be some movement coming in, or somebody may get, some surprise, portal that you don't know about. So
yeah, and I
reached
reached out to some folks to try to, and it's hard to rank players preseason. I mean, number one, you're kind of going off what they did a year ago, and a lot of these guys are going to grow. But I went ahead and put 6 on the first team because Moss is Player of the Year preseason. You got Logston, Schaus, Watkins, Acton, and Martis. I don't know that you can dispute that 6.
I don't think so. I mean,
not preseason.
I don't think so. No.
I mean, Durham will have an argument.
Yep.
Because, I mean,
I think he's going to be for a
right
big
at 18
year.
points per game. I got him leading the second team. Brody Armstrong, Henning, you got Langdon and Armstrong from Grayson. That was my.
I think the one for me, I would probably have to have Powers on there
That's
somewhere,
fair.
and I think Tate
That's fair.
Powers. I look for him to have a big year, and not knowing what
I think maybe I went off at what they did last year and then trying to project a little bit because I had Dremel Carruthers on the second team. As well.
there's no. I think
And
Dremel Carruthers is going to be a top 10.
I
a
think
top 10
there
player.
is. Listen, I've looked at a lot of rankings of players, whether it's Cat Paws or Nations Elite, whatever, all these ones that are out there on Twitter, and it's easily the most underrated player in the third region is Dremel Carruthers.
Listen, by the time you got to the district tournament, the regional tournament last year, he was top 6 player, top 7 player. He was playing at that level.
I think it's because we're just not going to give him that credit because he's such a good quarterback. It's like, but he's going to have a big impact for the Aces.
I mean, he
this season.
single-handedly almost brought Catholic back against Grayson in the first round, like
Sneaky
single-handedly.
athletic, sneaky athletic. But yeah, no, and so there's a lot of kids that are outside of that will have an opportunity to make a big jump, and it's going to be a really fun region, as we talked about already this year. And last thing I wanted to leave with here in the first segment of Potpourri, the DeMarcus Ganaway Show tonight down at Goodwood. If you're an Owensboro fan, be sure and get down there. Dan does an excellent job with that. He'll have it for you over on WVJS if you can't make the trip. And shout out to the Aces fans and also McLean County Cougars fans. Got a little information last night over on Cougar Confidential that Coach Cook stepping down as defensive coordinator. I'll give a shout out to Coach Cook.
He's done a great job.
He's been running that defense since we started the Homers, and just first class, number one. But always, has his teams prepared. You know what you're going to get. They have an identity. And wish him the best of luck. I know he's the athletic director, and sometimes I know that can be overwhelming, wearing about 10 different hats.
And listen, I know Wagner doesn't listen. Maybe he does listen to the show. I don't know. And I know he knows what he's going to do next, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Hey, you got a middle school guy there by the name of Caleb Farkas. Hire him as the next defensive coordinator at Muhlenberg County. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Coach
I'm just
Farkas
putting that
is already
out
in the
there.
system.
Coach Farkas is in the system. Let it go.
And I did want to give a shout out to Aces fans who packed Old Hickory last night.
Did they? I didn't ask you how. I didn't get to see it.
And they've accepted me with open arms. I mean, it's a blessing to me to be over there, and I get to interview great kids every week. We've really started to amp up the guests as the seasons went. We had Nick Sims and Jude Cecil last night.
I know
just a blast.
I know for you, and it can be a grind doing this.
It's a grind.
But I'm just saying,
it's a grind.
Like you took football off last year, where you didn't call in a game,
and I was telling them that last night.
But I think one thing we've learned is when you get we do Wesleyan, like you were always doing the LME game, and I was doing the Owensboro game, and so it was really easy for me to become emotionally invested. You become emotionally invested, and we do that with Wesleyan so hard with football and basketball. And I thought this was a great move getting you at Catholic because you've become when you call the same team every week, you're living and dying with them. You get emotionally invested, and I think it's kind of recharged your batteries a little bit.
Yeah, and a great support system over there. Just a bunch of great parents, man. So I just want to give that a shout out. We did a good question on the text line that came through just a second ago. Dark horse team in the third region
to win it.
I mean, I would say
I think Owensboro's my dark horse team because I just don't know. Like it could be really, really good.
I think it's going to come out. Here it comes. Get ready. I'm going to get criticized. Apollo's a dark horse team. Nobody's giving them any credit at all. But this team's loaded. I mean, they are absolutely flat loaded. Like they're the deepest team in the region. They're the tallest team in the region. If they can find a way to use the front court to their advantage, which, I mean, you go across the line. I mean, you got Landon Henning, 7 foot tall, Butterworth, 6'7", Caden Green, I mean, he's 6'5". You know, they got a massive front court.
To me, it's all about.
And then you got the big point guard.
To me,
6'5".
it's all about turning the horses loose. Like there were times last year I thought Apollo played too slow for my taste, and I think. You know, we're in the year 2025, like the Tony Hopper, where you're going to win a game 39-34, you know, or like, you know, it just doesn't play in today's society. And I think
some of that though was consistent scoring.
Well, I think so. I guess
if you had a critique for the Eagles, it would be who's going to be the consistent scorer. I mean, Powers can go out and fill it, and I think Powers is going to be the guy that benefits the most.
If you take him off the ball and this point guard is as good as I'm here.
Or Henning can get it and then dish out.
Look out.
Get Tate some open shots.
Look
and
out.
Don't sleep on Eli Williams.
Oh, I know.
You know, he was injured last year, a little bit of a gamer.
Well, hey, every sport he plays, he's under the radar.
I don't think anybody's talking. I think Apollo can compete in this region.
Eli Williams is like the ultimate under the radar player because, like, you know, he puts up great numbers at Apollo, but people think Bratcher and they think Badger. You know, and here he is in their playoff win, picks up 2 touchdowns and 109 yards. Same thing on the basketball floor. This team's gonna. I'm like you, but
I know you're big on Meade too, and I mean I am too. I think the great coach coming in, and you got Schaus as a double guy. To me, I think the question for Meade would be who would be stepping up to the forefront around the big three, because those big three are legit. Don't get me wrong.
They're as good as any
they
big
can
three.
Carry you most nights.
Yeah, I mean, you think about. I don't know if we've ever had where you've got 3 teams in a region that have big threes that are this good. You know, you think of Moss, Acton, and Watkins, and then you got
big three.
Yeah,
boy.
then you got
big 5,
big 4 down there in Grayson with Langdon, with Armstrong, with Martis, and now with and Jack Logston. And then you go Medley, Schaus, and House. I mean, it's that's pretty stout.
Oh yeah.
I just think the jump from the point guard from his freshman to sophomore year, being able to consistently be more consistent, not turn the ball over as much, I think is going to this Meade team and the new coach and Coach Hacker. I do think this Meade team is going to be scary.
Well, I feel better. 27 minutes in.
There you go.
There you go. We got all the questions answered on the text line. We'll come back and do a little Van Atten's barbecue sauce. LA5 cover every number of topics. Before we do, let's get to Karen Gross, realtor with Remax Professional Realty Group. Your dream is her mission. Give her a call at 315-9810 or find her at KarenGross.net. It's live at 5, 1027 The Game.
Does it again?
It's not going to get me today. It's not going to get me today. It's not. Skylar's going to. It's trying. Like, I'm being tested all day. I feel like it's been in one big test.
I don't know why.
After next, I'm just going to laugh it off. I want to talk about Van Atten's. We'll talk about them again after the break while you do that. And this is a Pitmaster award-winning barbecue sauce, man, for grills to backyard events. Check them out. Reed's Orchard, Hillview Farms. They're on board. Our Dano's is off. It's Van Atten's now. LA5 it is. We'll do it next, live at 5, 1027 The Game.
PSC Fiber is building the region's fastest fiber optic network to deliver essential internet to Perry, Spencer, and DuBois counties. With the customer service and tech support you expect from neighbors, access to high-speed, reliable internet has a positive impact on economic development and social well-being. The ways we communicate have changed a lot in over 70 years, and PSC Fiber is always leading the way. Call 800-511-4899 or visit us at pscfiber.net to see how PSC Fiber is here for you.
Fall is here, and so are the flavors you've been waiting for at the Creme Coffee House. Sip on seasonal favorites like the pumpkin cream cold brew, pecan pie latte, or the cozy campfire cold brew topped with toasted marshmallow cold foam. Pair it with a cinnamon caramel muffin or a warm apple blossom. And whether you're settling in or on the move, the Creme makes it easy with grab-and-go options like breakfast sandwiches, pastries, and now you can get their delicious brews canned as well. Celebrate the season at the Creme Coffee House, where every sip tastes like fall.
It's a touchdown at Sports Country. The place where football isn't just a sport, it's a lifestyle. Get the latest football memorabilia, apparel, t-shirts, hats, cards, home decor, jerseys, autographs. Sports Country, where every day is game day, and no one will judge you for painting your face. Sports Country, Park Plaza Drive, behind Shamey's Car Wash off Frederica Street in Owensboro. Owensboro's #1 sports fan store.
Not responsible for spontaneous in-zone dances.
It's game on every weekday from 5 to 8 in the morning with Unsportsmanlike. Brought to you by Floor Concepts. Catch Evan, Canty, and Michelle breaking down the biggest stories, the boldest takes, and the realest reaction only on 102.7 The Game. Your home for ESPN Radio. Unsportsmanlike delivers the passion every true sports fan craves. Brought to you by Floor Concepts, where design meets durability. That's Unsportsmanlike weekday mornings 5 to 8 only on 102.7 The Game.
Looking for a financial partner you can trust? Look no further than Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a new home, or need a loan, we've got you covered with competitive rates and personalized service. Join the community that cares about your financial well-being. Visit Green River Area Federal Credit Union at one of our 3 locations in Henderson, Greenville, or Owensboro and experience the difference today. Your money, your future, your credit union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Travis Holtry. At Foreman Watson Holtry, we're not just your trusted local attorneys. We're your neighbors and proud supporters of Kentucky Sports Radio. Just like a game-winning shot by UK at the buzzer, we're here to deliver results for you when it counts. Whether it's navigating complex legal challenges or celebrating the next big win by UK on the court, we're with you every step of the way. Tune in to KSR Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. And remember, Foreman Watson Holtry, dedicated to you, committed to justice. FWHlegal.com.
Southwire in Hallsville has been family-owned since 1950 and strives to be generationally sustainable for years to come. They are one of the leading manufacturers of wire and cable used in the transmission and distribution of electricity. Southwire delivers power to millions of people around the world. Their mission to be a preferred provider of solutions to the electrical industry by providing innovative products and services with exceptional quality and delivering on our promises. They also are proud supporters of all Hancock County athletics. Go Hornets!
Van Atten's award-winning Pitmaster barbecue sauce. From backyard grills to big events, they make it pit perfect every time. Their food truck and catering can bring the flavor straight to you. And here's a thank you to our hometown heroes. With valid ID, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMS get a free drink with a purchase at the food truck. See where they're serving next, shop the sauce, and book your event at VanAttensBarbecue.com. And follow Van Atten's Pitmaster barbecue sauce on Facebook. Van Atten's, where flavor wins.
Backed by popular demand, legendary Pools and Spas by John Maurice is here. If John has built your pool or spa in the past and it needs service, repairs, or just a little attention, he's ready to take care of you. He'd love to hear from his former customers, and if you're new, now is the perfect time to see why his work is legendary. Call Legendary Pools and Spas by John Maurice at 270-316-1007. Reconnecting with customers, one pool at a time.
When getting the job done right is job one, unique construction equipment that's built right. From compact track loaders to the world's #1 selling compact excavator, the Kubota construction lineup features durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all and do it right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer. Check us out today at Hagen's Outdoor Equipment with 3 locations to serve you. Highway 54 in Philpott, Salem Drive in Owensboro, and Power Machinery on Highway 41 in Hanson. We appreciate your business.
Looking for more storage in your kitchen and want to use the space above your cabinets? Well, Cabinet Doors and More can help with their pre-made 12-inch cabinets, ready to go. If that doesn't work for you, Cabinet Doors and More can build what you need. Just bring in your measurements and they work with you to design what you're looking for. Cabinet Doors and More off Highway 54 in Fordsville. That's why we are worth the drive. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Cabinet Doors and More.
This November, let your car shine brighter than ever with Sparkle Bright Car Wash. Sign up for any of our monthly membership plans, and your first 2 months are half off. At Sparkle Bright, we towel dry, vacuum, and make sure every spot is spotless, so your car looks showroom fresh every time. Don't miss out. Located at 620 Emery Drive, just next to Windy Hollow Biscuit House and the Skin Therapist. Roll into Sparkle Bright this November. Sign up and start saving.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Vic, put a little fast one on you there, didn't I?
I did. You did.
Love that sound to bring us back from break here. But no, man, in all seriousness, Vic didn't put the returns in today, man.
I did. No, but they'd already done the logs for tomorrow, and it got put in for tomorrow's show.
Oh, that's all good. He said, hit this one. That's the Beyond the Bench. I'm not using that crap. It's like, give me that. Row, row, row. Let's go into our Van Atten's barbecue sauce, LA 5s. And tell you what, you can pick it up. Reed's Orchard, Hillview Farms. Welcome aboard to Live at 5 for Van Atten's.
Yeah, let's get
to have them.
Van Atten's Pitmaster Barbecue Sauce LA 5. Question number 1, Steve.
I can't wait.
Duke controls its own destiny to reach the ACC Finals.
I know it wasn't crazy yesterday.
They went out. They're in. They went out. They're in.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it. Now,
coming fresh off the loss.
Right. But here's what a lot of people don't know. You're not. If they win, let's say they go in there. They're 8-4. They win the ACC title.
Yeah.
Right. That's not an automatic get into the playoffs. Only the top 5 get in.
So I didn't know that.
So if the ACC champions Duke, who's sitting there at 8-4, and now they're 9-4, and you got already one group of 5 ahead of them. If there's another group of 5 that gets ahead of at Duke, you could get a whole playoff with no ACC team in. Would that be good for college football?
I mean,
to kind of force people to play better teams.
Yeah, it would be good because you don't want bad teams in the playoffs.
But you're going to get another conference champion. So somebody like
I don't care about that.
Jacksonville State or Western Kentucky would get in. Like whoever would be the 5th highest conference champion.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not. I'd have to see who that would be. But you look at the ACC; it's an absolute disaster. I mean, I don't know how this is going to play out. I mean,
Duke and Georgia Tech. I think
everybody might get an extra loss before this thing's said and done.
Yeah, I think Duke and Georgia Tech are the only 2 teams that hold their entire destiny in their control.
Well, Georgia Tech's got at Boston College, Pitt, and then Georgia to close the season.
But if they win the last 2, they're in.
Right,
they
Georgia
win,
don't matter.
Right, if they win those 2, they're in. Everybody else,
How about Pitt,
Miami, Louisville. I think Pitt may control their own destiny. No, Pitt needs a little help.
Pitt's only got 1 loss in the conference, but you go Notre Dame don't count. Then Georgia Tech, and then Miami. So they have a tough schedule to close.
But they would need. I think they need they're one other team.
Not completely dead here.
No, they need a lot of help though.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. They could get a lot of help. I mean, SMU and Louisville this week, right? And then SMU and Cal. So I mean, they're there, and then Virginia. You got Duke, Virginia this week, which will.
I think there's 7 teams with either 1 or 2 losses in the ACC. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean it is crazy.
It would be funny though for somebody like Duke who lost to UConn to win the ACC championship, but not be in the college football playoffs, and the ACC's left out completely.
It's just hard to take it seriously. I mean, that being said, chaos is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And it makes these games that normally I wouldn't pay any attention to at all, kind of makes me tune into them
there
a little bit, trying to see how this chaos is going to play out. I do have breaking news, courtesy of Riley on the text line. How about Matt Jones tweeting out that Jalen Lowe hurt his shoulder again in practice? So
yeah, I mean.
That's not good.
No.
Man, what's going on in Kentucky, man? I mean, get a new strength and conditioning.
Do something. I don't know. I mean, it seems like all the time.
Hopefully, it's not bad. Honestly, I don't know how bad it is.
The problem is that's your second one of the same shoulder. I think he's going to be out a while.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough. We'll see. We'll learn more.
Maybe all the
days,
Big Blue fans that jumped off the bandwagon this team can't make the tournament. Maybe they were right.
Maybe don't schedule Friday night basketball games right in the heart of high school football playoffs.
Yeah, that drives you nuts.
Yeah, they're playing again tomorrow. I can't watch the games. Like, it's hard to get into.
Well, here's the problem: is it tomorrow they're playing?
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Okay, yeah, we won't have it.
Yeah,
because we got high school football.
I mean,
I thought it was next Friday that they were.
It may be. No,
it's next Friday.
Is it next Friday?
It's next Friday.
So you're off off like a week and a half. I have to check that because I thought it was.
I know next Friday if both, if Apollo was to win down at Bowling Green. I know next Friday there's a chance that we would not have UK basketball. Yeah, they do play tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
But it's not
Eastern
on the schedule.
Illinois, Luke Beitman's crew coming in.
Well,
That's it.
formerly Luke
That's
Beitman's
right.
crew.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, we don't. And listen, we take our UK affiliate seriously. But when you're going to play on a Friday night and you got
It's just
you
I
got
don't get
Apollo
it, man.
playing on LME and you got you guys playing on K News, those are the two stations that we can get UK on. So in trouble.
Yeah, local is always going to win out.
Yes.
I mean, especially in the football playoffs for sure. But now we'll move it over. Let's what we got for question number 2. We got to roll here.
Paul Skeens and Scooble win the Cy Young Award in each league yesterday. I think both of them unanimously.
Yeah, they should have.
They're both pitching. They're pitching for the Pirates and the Tigers all of next season.
Ooh, I didn't know the all part. They start the season on each team for
Okay.
sure. Next season will be both of their last seasons. There is my prediction.
Okay. Well, Scooble's a free agent at the end of next year. I think he gets traded. If the Tigers aren't in the hunt, you trade him at the deadline.
Yeah,
You get something
but
for
I
him.
mean, if they have a similar, who knows with baseball? I mean, they could fall off the earth, but
Orioles, like the Orioles did.
yeah, right. I mean, you have high predictions, and then they go. If that was to happen, they would certainly move him. There's no question about that. So I'm gonna say they're not.
Do
with them for the whole year.
the Pirates keep Skeens until his contract runs out and just let him walk away as a free agent?
I mean, that would be stupid.
No, so I don't think it
But
would
I mean,
be.
at the end of the day,
I think what he brings to you, where the fans show up there to watch him pitch and all the money he brings, I don't think it's stupid.
Oh, well, a lot of that's true too. You're right. As a business decision, it's not stupid. I saw that they were trying to look to spend a little bit of money.
They said they made up to about 30 or 40 million. I mean, the guy's unreal. I think you got to go back to Doc Gooden to find a guy in his first 2 years that had ERAs below 2.
Byron Buxton, a twin, 2026.
No,
I think he gets moved.
I do too. They're trying to sell that team. They're losing a ton of money.
Yeah, trust me.
They're
I know
like
Vikings fans.
they're
are
like
burying
$75
those
million
guys.
they're losing a year. Here we go. Question number 3: with how the top quarterbacks coming into the college football season have played, guys like Arch Manning and the Penn State quarterback, and he
was never
Nussmeier down there at LSU. You got the quarterback at South Carolina. How they've played. Could this be the year where we see quarterbacks really fall in the NFL draft instead of teams overhyping them and picking them too early?
No, they're still going to go.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I mean, come on. The kid from Oregon and the kid from Alabama are going top 10, both of them.
You say that, but I'm going to tell you. Let me warn NFL teams right now.
Well, hold
on.
It doesn't matter if they belong in the top 10. They're going to both go.
Well, I don't know if they both come out.
Oh, well, I mean, that's true.
Go look
that's
at
true.
the history.
With NIL, they may not.
Go look at the history of quarterbacks who have started less than like 25 games in their college career and how that's panned out when you've gotten drafted in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's panned out crap.
Yeah, but there'll be somebody that'll take them. I guarantee it. And Mendoza's going to go top 15 too. And I'm not so sure the Sellers kid from South Carolina, after he works out, isn't a top.
I've seen enough
I'll tell you right now, I'll
Sellers.
take 4 quarterbacks in the first round this year. And those are the 4: Mendoza, Simpson, Moore.
So I just don't believe you take quarterbacks that have 1 year starting under their belt. I think it's a total mistake.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. And I'm not so sure Nussmeier doesn't sneak in there, but his frame, I think, will scare people. He's got a very small frame.
And he's been awful this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he got benched.
Yeah, he hasn't played up. Yeah, I don't know. He hasn't played up to the well, he also played for Brian Kelly, too.
There you
so
go.
I'll give him a little bit of a pass.
Question number 4, the Van Hattens, LA 5. Van Hattens, the very first LA 5 for
very
them.
first. Yeah, that's right.
You have huge home playoff games tomorrow night at the Jungle, the Jewel, Rash Stadium, Steel Stadium.
Get me in trouble here.
Tell me which of those places has the best experience, Friday night fan experience.
Well, it ain't in Kentucky. Not even close.
I agree.
Right now. I mean, tomorrow night. I mean, I think Final Four Black Friday
would be different.
Might change it up a little bit.
The only problem is if those Indiana teams are playing on Black Friday, it's in the state finals.
Catholic fans got to wake up, man. Like, that crowd last week was pathetic. And I get you're playing Fort Campbell. I understand it. But this is, I just don't, understand it.
You want me to tell you where a lot of them were?
I don't care.
They were out camping, getting ready for opening the gun season.
Yeah, but come on, man. I mean, these teams that they're having are historic. You know? Like, they better be there this week, or I'm going to call them out. I mean, at the end of the day, they need to be there because this is you just can't be complacent and take it for granted. And Owensboro fans are somewhat the same. I can't really speak on it too much because I haven't seen the crowd at Rash. I don't know. But I'm just guessing that probably last week wasn't very good. And I mean, it's Grayson County. He kind of knew what was coming. A little bit stronger test this week. Rash needs to be rocking for Greenwood.
I think so, too.
Especially with the state. No one is thinking Owensboro is going to roll through this game.
No, I know. The state has the.
Which one's better, though, the Jungle or the Jewel?
I'm going to go Jungle. And I've only been to East Place once. Now, the Jewel was pretty nice, but
I just see what I see on Home Team Friday.
The Jewel, listen.
The Jewel's pretty.
The Jewel is right there.
Legit.
It is legit.
Except for that guy that got mad at you, and so that makes it second place.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Rick's over here stealing coaches' tables and stuff. I mean,
I'm not going to do that
like that.
They were great to me. All of the people who don't saw it, but man, even just for now, listen. I will say this, and this is why I would go the Jungle. It was game 2, and it's Heritage Hills versus Apollo, whereas at the Jewel, it was Gibson Southern versus Heritage Hills. They played twice last year. I mean, these are rivals.
Yeah, I'm going the Jungle.
And the Jungle was absolutely rocking in game 2. The Jungle, listen, Martinsville, when you come in there, sorry about your luck. You're in for a world of hurt.
Get ready.
Because that place will be crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I couldn't agree more.
Question number 5 of the Van Atten's LA5. This came off the Green River Area Federal Credit Union text line.
Love
it
those.
says,
love those.
Name the best boys and girl athlete all time from the 4 city schools.
Yeah, that's impossible, man.
No, it's not.
That's so hard.
No, it's not.
So
You just don't like lists.
I don't, and I especially don't like saying who's the best, because that's a tall order. You're talking about Owensboro, the best athlete, period. Come on, man. Like, that's just a trap. That's a trap waiting to happen.
Well, we'll start.
I'm just going to throw some names
Okay,
out
we'll
there.
give it a start. Let's go Apollo first.
Rex and Brad.
Okay, I would go Brad as my all-time
Brad
best.
is the better athlete because he was on every team.
I mean, he was first team all-soccer state. He was Mr. Baseball. He was also good.
But Rex was LeBron before he was LeBron. So
was Brad. He was also won a college player of the year.
He did. He won a gold medal.
Yeah, gold medal. I'm going to go Brad. And on the girls' side,
I don't disagree with that.
I think on the girls' side, there's 2 names that stand out to me, and I don't know how you could choose, and that would be Townsend and Pyrus Payne.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're splitting again the best. So I mean, it's a lot of pressure. I'm not even going to say the best. It's one of those 2.
Let's go to Davis County.
Davis County on the boys' side. I don't know, man. I'll go Bobby Rasco.
It's a pretty good one.
I mean,
John Worth's a good one.
Yeah.
Houston Hogg.
Wayne Chapman.
It had to be one of them.
Yeah, I love how we're just throwing names out. We will not commit.
On the girls' side?
We were buried all summer. We're not committing. I'll go Lauren Johnson on the girls' side.
That's not bad.
I'm just taking a shot.
There's a few soccer players I don't know that probably has to be right up
some
there.
Young ladies that played in like the 80s. And Davis County's been a school for like 150 years. Like, how am I? Who am I to tell
who's
who the
pushing
best?
for that? Molly Newman. I mean, she's going to smash Annie Newman. She's going to smash every record on the softball side.
Yeah, I just think Lauren, because she carried the career over to UK.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. How about let's go Owensboro? It may be as tough as any.
Yeah, man, I'll go Cliff Hagan.
That's pretty good. Hall of Famer. You can't go wrong there. I mean, there's so many
Higgs,
of them.
I mean,
Randy Embry.
Justin Miller on the football side, athlete. I mean, the fastest man in the NFL. I mean, that brings a lot of clout.
Yeah, but the other guy is a NBA Hall of Famer.
You could make a top 25 list and leave off 50 great athletes.
Yeah. How about on the girls' side?
I'm gonna go with the one we got the most clout for this summer and say Janae Howard.
Probably. That's probably the right answer.
Try to save face.
There are some basketball players in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yes,
I'm
not doing this any justice. And if I'm not taking any hard stances here. So if I didn't say your name, then don't take it personally.
Catholic? Catholic girls' side is pretty easy.
I'm a younger old guy.
Right?
Catholic.
On the girls' side, I think it's
Greenwell.
Becca Greenwell.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's close.
She may be the best female. Well, she was.
She had her number one basketball though.
Yes, for sure. And then on the boys' side, man, good luck. Jay Ivey, because he's my boy. No, how about Nicky Hayden? Isn't he on the wall? Yeah, he's right here.
Right there. There you go. I guarantee he's worldwide. He's by far
you're not
away.
an athlete. I don't know if I played NASCAR 25. I race him about 50 laps in. My arms are just dead. I can't imagine the athletic ability.
I can't imagine going 200 miles an hour and leaning into the turn where you're like 4 inches off the ground and what that takes.
I think that's a no-brainer.
I think it's a good one there. Nicky Hayden's a really good one.
Off the beaten path. John Augustine. I mean, slow.
Played in the Masters.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty big deal.
Mm-hmm.
There's several of them, but I think we covered it pretty good.
I like that. I like it. Well, there's your very first Van Atten's LA 5.
I like it. Made me think a little bit today. We'll come back and do a little NFL talk to take you home on a Thursday, live at 5, 102.7 The Game.
Hey y'all, it's Kellyanne Harris with the Harris Group at Keller Williams Elite Realty. As a proud sports mom, I know what it takes to show up, stay focused, and deliver results on the field and in real estate. That's why we're offering our Guaranteed Cash Offer program. We guarantee to get your home sold or we'll buy it. For all your real estate needs, trust the Harris Group. We're always ready to go to work for you. Call us today at 270-929-5857 for the details.
For over 35 years, Owensboro Garage Doors has been serving the tri-state area. We have exciting news. Our state-of-the-art showroom and design center is now open on Saturdays from 9 to noon. That's right. You can now visit us on Saturdays at 708 Breckenridge Street. Our team of experts are committed to providing exceptional designs and service. Owensboro Garage Door offers a wide variety of custom garage door options to ensure your garage door fits your unique needs and style. With the best service, parts, and prices, Owensboro Garage Doors will be your go-to for life.
Feel the power of the road beneath you. Rick's Tire and Service can make it possible. Offering comprehensive car care from front-end repair and brake work to air conditioning and diagnostic services. We're more than just tires. Elevate your ride with our range of aftermarket accessories. Get those wheels, tires, level up with lift kits, sleep bumpers, bed covers, and running boards. Even lights, you bet. At Rick's, we customize your vehicle to reflect your style. Rick's Tire and Service, the place where we turn your car from basic to fantastic.
When you work at Commonwealth Road Products, it's not about just making things possible, it's about making things safe. People who work at Commonwealth Road Products believe staying safe begins with me, bringing a not on my watch commitment to work, home, and play. Let's keep our kids safe when they play sports. Make sure their equipment fits right and works correctly. Pay attention to the temperature when outside and stay hydrated. Join us in saying no one should ever get injured, not on my watch. Commonwealth Road Products is a proud sponsor of Hancock County Sports Broadcasts.
Whether it's one item or 100, Pat Hayden Moving gets it there safely and stress-free. As a proud alumni of Owensboro Catholic, Pat Hayden Moving is honored to support the aces on the field, in the classroom, and throughout the community. Big move, small move, we've got your back. One item or 100, we'll move it for you. Call Pat Hayden Moving today and support a business that supports Owensboro Catholic. Local, loyal, on the move.
And welcome back, live at 5. Just getting ready for that Kentucky Wesleyan tip-off
tomorrow. We'll be playing a lot tomorrow. We'll be playing a lot tomorrow. Big game against you, Indy.
And that commercial bringing us back there, man. How about Pat Hayden Moving Company? You know, normally the best investment on Catholic broadcast is the touchdown sponsor. And it still was. Rick Tire, still a good investment this year. But Pat Hayden Moving Company, tackle for loss.
Has been really, come on.
We had about 40 tackle for losses on Friday. I mean, Pat Hayden was moving them all the way back. So shout out to Pat Hayden.
Yeah, I want to give it a shout out too to the Cromwell. We have a bunch of guys that do a lot of games for us in our group. We finalized the ESPN Owensboro All Area team.
It's final then.
It's finalized.
The ink is on it.
The ink is on it, and they had. Oh, listen. I will say this. If you ever think that we just throw lists together, I want to show you the text line, our text group.
I didn't like it.
We work hard at doing this, and we take this very seriously. And I think this is a very good group that we've got, and there's always those battles, and there's guys that are going to battle for their guy, and it was interesting, but we've got it.
And when we put it out there, go to battle for them on Facebook, the ones that you want, because
we want you to see it,
but for sure. No,
so that's going to come out. I think what we decide is it the Tuesday of that Tuesday,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Okay,
right? Well, it's either Tuesday or Wednesday.
I'm the one doing the graphics.
It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. There,
I got no say. Yeah, well, it's normally Wednesday.
Okay, then we'll do it Wednesday of Black Friday week. So there you go, and
that comes out that way. Everybody can talk about it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there you go. So it'll come out Wednesday. We'll talk about it. We'll release it here on Live at 5, and then put the graphics out right after.
Fair enough. And I have this. There's a ton of great games in the NFL this week that will impact playoffs. So the good news is we didn't leave us very much time, but we'll have a lot tomorrow. So we'll dive into most of that stuff tomorrow. Looking at the playoff picture, it's fun to kind of visit it every week because it's so fluid. In the NFC, you got Philly at 7-2, Seattle also at 7-2, right there at the top. Detroit and Tampa Bay with 3 losses. The Rams also at 7-2 at a wild card spot because them and Seattle are right there fighting over the top spot. Then you got Chicago at 6-3.
Mm-hmm.
And they've won a lot of weird games too. I don't know. I'm not going to talk
Ben
trash
Johnson,
about the
Coach
Bears
of the Year,
because they're coming into Minnesota on Sunday. I'll wait and do that because it is what they're playing better. And Green Bay's 5-3-1. You got San Francisco, who's played a little bit weaker schedule at 6-4. Carolina's at 5-5, and the Vikings at 4-5. Cowboys all the way back at 3 wins. They out of it. Cowboys out of it.
Yes.
There's no way they could come get hot and steal that 7 seed.
No.
Will anybody get hot and steal the 7 seed, or are those your 7 teams?
Those are your 7 teams.
The Bears, you think?
I think the Bears. I think the only one I can see is maybe the Vikings.
Man, we're Jack on high. Man.
I know, but I'm gonna go Bears.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I wasn't gonna do this, but we got 5 minutes. I'm starting to turn on Kevin O'Connell, man.
Are you really?
I'm turning on him, and it's because listen, he is a hardhead, man. Like you listen to his press conference, and it's really turned me off. Like I listen to every press conference, and if you're a coach that can adapt to what a team is giving you, and you're trying to force your way.
A round peg into a square hole.
Yes, listen. The stats today, I listen to Purple Daily almost every day. The Vikings were running for 7 yards a carry. All right, they finished the day at 6.7 yards a carry against the Ravens. You're up 10-7 with 9 minutes to go in the half, okay? 9 minutes to go in the half, and you're running for 7 yards a carry. You have a 22-year-old quarterback. From that moment on in the game, you had really been balanced up to that point, leading 10-7. With 9 minutes to go in the first half, you ran the ball 6 times the rest of the game. 6. That is losing football. And then you come out of the locker room, right? You make some adjustments. And 3 of those 6 happen on the first drive of the second half where you get the kickoff. You go for 35 yards on 3 carries to open the second half. You only run it 3 times the rest of the game. And then the press conference, he's annoyed by it. Like, I don't know if you saw the 3rd and 1 plays. And I get his thinking, like, okay, we're going to throw it deep on 3rd and 1 because we're going on 4th and 1. We're going to run the ball. But on both of those deep throws, Jefferson trips on one, and his effort was bad on Sunday. And then he falls down, and both of them turn into interceptions. And O'Connell's like, well, I'm going to take one-on-one all day. Yeah, but what you're doing is you're not protecting your quarterback. And like, you are the one who said organizations fail quarterbacks, and yet you're out here throwing McCarthy 42 times.
It's way too many.
In his 4th ever start against the Ravens at home. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Don't be defiant about it. Own it. Say, look, you know what? There's some things I need to tweak. You know who does tweak stuff? Sean McVay. They're running 13 personnel. Like 1 receiver. That's what 13 personnel is. 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. You know what? Their offense is like 2nd in the NFL because you know why? He's adapted to what suits his personnel. O'Connell's trying to do it his own way. Personnel out the window. And I don't love his answers. Like, adapt, man.
The greatest thing about great coaches is they do adapt and they do understand. Like, they have principles that they that they believe in and that run the culture of the program. But if this team's a better running team, and like maybe I want to throw it 65% of the time or 70% of the time, but on a game like this, I've got to adjust because I'm running it so well.
You have McCarthy. You should never be throwing it 40
No, I'm just saying. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Especially when you're leading. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
McCarthy's not Brett Favre in his prime. Like, what? You can't be out there slinging it around 40 times. Protect the kid. Like, and everybody's raining on McCarthy. He's not being put in a very good position. And everybody said he was in the best position. Like, oh, he's inherited. Everybody's like, okay, pointing to Josh Allen and how he started, or Peyton Manning and how he started. Well, both of those teams were crap. Well, what did Sam Darnold do with the Super Bowl roster in the 2 biggest games of the year last year? He pooped the bed both times. I mean,
but also
was it really that good of a roster?
Hold on,
I mean, he got good receivers.
I will say that. I want to also say, because I was hard on Sam Darnold. like that is okay because those are the first times he's played in games like that. So you learn that too. Like you learn how to handle big games. Like I don't care what you say.
It's just the moment was too big.
No,
for him.
I don't.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, I mean,
but I
just
Seattle's
don't think
right there.
It's like taking a rookie quarterback that has a bad first half of the season, like they're down there in Tennessee now saying Cam Ward's a bust when he had no coaching. The point I'm making is,
to be clear, Darnold was not protected in those games either.
But I'm just saying though, when you're playing for the Jets and you're coming up, you're not playing in big games,
right? That's the mind-blowing thing that
whatever you want to do is like when you get into that, but you got to learn how to handle big game, big pressure. Like some guys, like Patrick Mahomes, it comes natural. But other guys need to go through it a couple times.
Two quarterbacks
before
in the
they
history of life, at least in the modern era, have started their careers on fire. Patrick Mahomes and Ben Roethlisberger.
Right.
Everybody else has been a
Roethlisberger threw it like 14 times a game. That's why I'm saying don't poop on Sam Darnold saying he pooped the bed on the biggest 2 games last year. Did he play well?
But I'm so tired of hearing
those games were bigger.
Like, look at what Darnold did with this offense and what McCarthy's doing. McCarthy's 22 years old.
No.
What did Sam Darnold do the first 6 years of his career?
Right. He had the experience of going through some bad situations. I'm not saying
everybody wants to draft a young quarterback and develop a young quarterback until you have to go through some tribulation.
100%.
And then it's like, we gotta win now. Who wants to bring Kirk Cousins back and win 11 games and lose in the first round?
What you're going to find out whether the Vikings are right or wrong is you could have had Sam Darnold for 10 more years. Where 5 years from now, where's he at compared to where McCarthy is? You may have made a mistake.
Yeah, we could have.
We don't know.
We're going to find out.
It's too early to say, yeah.
Because he's still super young.
Right.
But the thing is, I mean, you would have had to pay him. I mean, $40 million a year. I mean, it's going to look like a value if we're
right.
wrong.
Yep.
If we're wrong. We'll see you tomorrow from the Owensboro Sports Center live at 5.
You've been listening to Live at 5 on 102.7 The Game. Special thanks to Foreman Watson Hultree for sponsoring the preceding broadcast. FWHlegal.com. Tune in next time for Live at 5 on 102.7 The Game.